How are
Hi.
you?
Good.
It's so
And
good to see
yeah,
you.
I fixed myself up and I went outside with the dog and just disaster.
No, you're fabulous. Thank you for being here, guys. Welcome, Dawn. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here. Okay,
Thanks.
so Dawn, let's do this at first. Tell us the medication you're on, how many months, how much you've lost, all that, and then we'll go from there.
I am on Wegovy. Just a decision because I'm paying for it. That's what my doctor and I decided. I have lost 20 pounds. I've been on since somewhere in March, I think. Not sure if it's the beginning or the middle, but all
Yes.
this, yeah, doing good.
How do you
Definitely.
feel?
I feel great. I feel great. I definitely feel great.
I love that. Can I ask you this? How old are you, Dawn?
62.
I love it. You look fabulous.
Oh, thanks.
Now, someone in this chat today specifically said, "Oh my God, can we do this if we're older?" Right? So,
Yeah.
what would your before we get into the whole your life story, tell us how you feel about that and how you feel now, and do you have any regrets?
See, Miss Doggy has to have attention. Hang
That's okay.
on. I I don't feel old is my feeling anymore. But I know I am, and I have to take care of myself. So I feel like look at the time we have left. Let's be healthy because I've already had some things that could have been wrong. I had a colonoscopy, and he said, "Thank God you did," because that kind of thing. So there's more things I want to take care of because I've neglected myself. You have to think this is for you, for your health, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Good for you, Dawn. Okay, so let's go back in time, Dawn. So, what are your thoughts? When was the first time, what's your experience, the first time you felt like you had maybe the disease of obesity or any struggles at all? Take me back.
Probably more when I had my first child. I kind of, gained a little as my teens, like you people are saying, but not bad. But
Yeah.
more when I had my first baby, I was 24.
Okay.
I just gained weight so easily. It just, and that was the beginning of the end kind of thing. I lost it. You do. I was what, 24? Then I remember doing Richard Simmons' diet. I lost a lot of weight. I did. It's so funny.
I
That's
love
how old
it.
I am. That's how old I am.
Yeah.
And I lost a lot of weight, and it was great. My baby was probably one or two then, and then I think I gained some weight as we went along, but not real heavy. And then I was always a little heavy. And then I had my second child 8 years later and gained it all over again and went through Weight Watchers and God, no, I can't even remember what else. It's Slim Fast, whatever. Um, Doctors never helping me. I found a really great doctor for a while, but it just very difficult. I was married at that time, and my ex was not supportive at all. He pretty much didn't care. And then we moved to Florida at one point, 10 years into our marriage, and at the end of our last 2 years of our marriage, I started walking. I did Weight Watchers and I was walking, doing walks out there
Mhm.
where, is where I started. And I wanted to do a 5K, and did one at one point with a bunch of friends from work and just motivated me. I lost a lot of weight, and then I got divorced, lost even more weight.
Yeah.
But I moved back here to Jersey. I was in Florida, and just to make it all short, I gained all my weight back. I had a real terrible thing happen, and I just gained all my weight back. And it was a horrible thing, and I had a really big loss in my life. And, it was very difficult. And it's been probably 5 or 6 years since then. And my sister was going through Zepbound,
Hmm.
and in the last year, and she's lost over 100 pounds. And she was more of a weight than me, but it didn't matter. I'm just saying, like, I
Yeah.
was going there. I was going there. I was probably in my 250s at that point, and I could just feel me losing control more. And they have
Wow.
some good food here. It's a bad thing.
Where are you again?
New Jersey, South Jersey, near
Oh,
Philly.
okay. Yep.
Got a lot of bad food here. Um, but I started this, and I just was so excited just seeing what she has done. And I was like, I'm 62. I'm going to be 63 uh, July, and I can't keep going like this. I have to, and it feels good. Like I hear you say, it feels good. It's more of it is a permanent life choice, and I will be on it for the rest of my life. And
Mhm.
I just, I like to be active. I like to do things. I like to have fun, and I still do them and all. But I know already, I'm excited about going camping this summer, and that's in a couple weeks, and just doing things. And weird thing though is I have a friend, a really good friend that I'm going camping with, and she's not really supportive or unsupportive. She's kind of just in the middle.
Mhm.
And because of her diabetes, she's not heavy, but
Mhm.
she got put on Ozempic again for the second time. And I was like, good for you, and how's it feel? And she just will barely talk about it.
Hmm.
But she did say to me one day, oh, you look great. And she is supportive of me, believe me. She's been there when I went through all that terrible stuff. So, I just have to remember people don't understand quite.
Isn't
Yeah.
it's a weird dynamic. And again, it
Yeah.
has to do more with her than you. And I find that to be, and this is what I say all the time, like I really truly am empathetic for ones that are maybe a little odd around us a little bit at the time
Yeah. Yeah.
because it's usually their own insecurities and their own
Right.
issues that they're dealing with, right?
It is. It really
Mhm.
is.
Mhm.
I mean, I know her personality too. She's great. She's just a little hard sometimes, and we're all different.
Yeah.
I'm more easygoing, and I don't care, and
Yeah.
I'll say what I feel. But she does too, but in the wrong. I guess I don't really say what I feel sometimes. But I have to tell you, my sister is it's the youngest sister. I have another sister in the middle, and my older brother, and my sister Robin, the youngest, is such a light now, and she's lifted up our whole family. I mean, from my dad losing weight, my mom always is on a diet. My dad was heavy.
Okay.
And I had uncles that were and stuff. From my nephew was getting heavy, and he graduated, and he lost 50 pounds on his own. I think it's his mom. I think she's just motivating all these people to do it, and
Yeah.
it's just it's kind of catchy. It's a good catchy thing that's going
Well,
on.
I don't think that's uncommon either. I mean, there's a
Yeah.
lot of people that have someone in their life, whether it's their family or a good friend, and they see this. And of course, that's that woman's, I'm sure her personality helps
Oh
with just
yeah.
kind of being like a cheerleader. And then everyone sees that and kind of snowballs effect, right? That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
We call her Sergeant. She just says it like it is.
I
Like,
feel like that would be the case.
yeah.
Yeah. I love
Yeah.
it. Takes control and everyone follows. That's kind of
Yes.
fun.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
has a lot of great ideas. I mean, from the beginning, she helped me protein bars, all these things,
Yeah.
cottage cheese and yogurt. I always eat yogurt. All these things that, I have on hand. And even like on this vacation, I was talking, people going on vacation, worried about what you're going to eat or traveling.
Yeah.
And I already know what I'm going to do. I already did travel a little bit, and I brought my protein bars, and we didn't bring all the snacks we used to do. And
Mhm.
I just winged it when I ate. They always had a salad bar, and, I'd add protein to it or whatever. But, you have to always, I like to plan and think ahead. That's how I always was, but I really do now. And I'm always, even just running to my mom and dad's today, I always bring a protein bar with me because I don't know when, if I get hungry, I
Yeah.
have that. I'm not
Yeah.
going to munch on something I don't
It's
need to
so
eat.
good that you're preparing
Yeah.
that. I think I
Yeah.
think it's needed for sure.
Yeah.
So back to the traumatic moment. You don't have to talk about it, but there's
Yeah.
so many of us that have that moment, those moments in our life that we gain, right?
Yeah.
And and it just shows you how it's our biology. It's not just necessarily about, having like so much food. It's cortisol. It's our endocrine issues. It's
Hmm.
so mind and gut
Right.
together,
It is.
right? How we have that happen to us. And a lot of times it is from something traumatic in our life.
Well, I
Um,
was I was thinking about it because I've been watching you for a while, of course,
mhm,
for a couple, maybe a month or so now.
mhm.
And I did talk about grief when I talked with Mush. That was my first time on
Yeah.
last week or something. And so I will say, because maybe it'll help somebody. I
Yeah,
I
please.
lost I lost my oldest son, and it was really traumatic. It was terrible, but he struggled with his weight. We say, like, it would be so great to have that for him.
Mm,
He was like 20. Well, he was like 26, He just struggled all his life with a lot of things. And he just always wanted to like run a company overnight. He's just one of those kids that, everybody loved him. He had just the biggest personality, but he just struggled with life and kind of went the wrong way, partied too much. And there's more things I don't really know a lot about because I don't really want to know, but I know he had a really bad day of partying and he was putting it on Facebook that day and he passed out and never came out of it. So, you just have to remember that I feel like I'm doing this for him. Part of it is I'm doing it for him because I know he would be proud of me, and I know he's up there looking down saying, you go, mom. And he used to call me Mamacita,
Yeah.
So he was very sweet and everybody still talks about him to this day. I mean, he's never going to be forgotten. And I know people go through this. I can't imagine. I mean, I know my parents are in their 80s. I mean, I almost prepare myself of thoughts, because I don't want to go into that deep state of, losing it. So this is going to prepare me for that. This is definitely going to be my strong point, having this, the shots and having this community support, because I don't know how I would do it. There's a lot of love, there's a lot of fun. And I love the funny antics later on the day or at night, talking, just getting to know everybody. That's just great. It's just such a great thing. I just can't even say how great it is to have it. I mean, I really, and just getting yourself down, depressed, we can all do that. I mean, I still do it. It's not a perfect thing. I mean, I battled a little bit last night because I was like, should I, even just about this, I'm like, oh, should I say something? Should I talk about him? And, when you said that, I'm like, I'm just going to do it. I was meant to say this, and I was like, I don't know, if I can do it. But, when you have a big loss in your life, it is very difficult. I mean, I know people go through so many different things. And I really, if you ever want to talk to me, you can. I've been to counseling. I met like just wonderful people that way that supported me for a while. I suggest counseling if that's what you need. I mean, it's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
And this is a type of counseling. I had group therapy, which helped me,
Right.
So,
Well, I'm so sorry for your loss, Dawn.
Thank
I
you.
can't imagine losing a child. It's
No.
not natural. It's not how that should go.
No.
So, kudos to you for being strong and I can tell. I could imagine he was something fun, for
He
sure.
was like me. He's crazy.
Yeah. I
He
love
was
it.
crazy like me, definitely.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, man. I mean, we go through crazy things, whether it's that or something else. I mean, my goodness, things can be so hard where you just stop in your tracks and you forget about yourself and you try to heal and comfort yourself in different ways that aren't necessarily the best. But I'm glad you've gotten through it. I'm glad you're over, this next chapter of your life and you're helping ones around you and keeping him alive in your guys' memories and thoughts and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
So if you want, let's go back to that doctor that you said didn't help you, because I think this is part of our stories too, with not having that help through doctors. So looking back when you were struggling and you were needing help, like what was that like with the doctors?
Well, I felt like I feel this with, because I am older, I went through doctors that didn't understand women for a long time. And then I had a woman doctor for a while when I moved back here at one point, probably over 15 years ago or so. And she was awesome. And she was very supportive. But, we all talk about this, my sisters and all. When you go into doctors and they weigh you, and it's in a hallway. There's no hidden. I heard you talking the other day, like in UK, they have a scale in each room. Well, that's a brilliant idea. Like, oh my God. And their scales are always different. You remember the old scales that would go clunk?
Yeah.
And I know what I used to do? I would just move it the hell over.
You just do it quickly because it was always like ka-kunk.
Yeah.
Ka-kunk. I'm like, and it's like reverberating off the room. Like, hi, yes, I'm on this scale and we're still trying to go up here. Yeah.
Awful. So I would just move it down to this, all right, we're going up. Boom, let's go. Yeah. And they would get mad at me. I'm like, look, come on.
Right.
Now with these digital scales, it's just still no better than me. But I when I would go in, I felt like just you just couldn't get the help you needed with it with your weight. Period. I mean, I just felt like I was trying to do it on my own. Like I said, I just kept trying to do it on my own.
Mm-hmm.
And I know with male doctors, I just felt like only one doctor, and he was someone that knew my ex, and he was really good to me. He got me into counseling at one point and got me help. But I feel like now I just had a male doctor at this office I'm at now, and it was like over a year ago. I went to him, and he's like, just go on I can never remember what that diet's called. Go on the whatever diet it is. I always want to say the Caribbean diet. That's not what it is. It's like this diet
Okay.
that's been around forever.
Okay. I don't know, but that's funny that he would just say it like that. But
Yeah, that's
yeah.
it. That's all he said. I said, okay. I said, so then in that same office, I don't even know how, I just got aggravated. Like I keep telling people, look for another doctor. I just write that right away, and they say their doctor's not helping them because
Yeah.
it makes me mad.
It pisses you off. Though. Yeah.
Yeah, it pisses me off. I'm afraid to curse. So I found this woman doctor, and she came right in. She's really sweet. And I said, I just need help. My sister is doing this. What can I do? Oh, well, we can get you all set up. I'm like, she's like, I'm on it. I do it. And I said, really? And I said, and she was just new to the office. They didn't have her. And I'm like, well, you're a godsend. Like, I need help.
Just being
And
real. She's just being real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now my other sister, Michelle, who's she's the toughest one. I love her, but God, she's going to go to this woman doctor. She was going to this older male doctor in there, and he wouldn't put her on it. He wouldn't put her on it.
Why? What did he
And
say?
she has a million mental problems.
Right.
Like
She needs to be on it.
Yes.
What was he saying? Would she say like why he wouldn't?
He just I don't know, but she just I think he's just so old school. He doesn't even have a clue about it.
Gotcha.
Like he doesn't even want to know. But she was going through Weight Watchers to do it. Her insurance covers it. She works for Virtua, which is big hospitals out here, and she gets it almost free. But her doctor can't help her. Like that's ridiculous. And she needs to have guidance with a doctor. And Weight Watchers has like this telemed doctor and all, but she's going to go to her now.
Okay.
I said, then you can talk to someone face to face, you know? So
Absolutely.
I believe in that. I just feel like over the long run of my life, not that it's anything against men, but I feel like women in the doctors never really got the attention they needed for a long time. I remember my aunt got put on drugs and she was addicted, and like my mom, I felt like she's dieted her whole life and really not got treated well for a long time. And I go with her now and advocate for her with things she's going through. Yeah. Because my dad just sits there like like he's
they do, don't they? They sit there. I go with my mom, and she's like, they're like, okay, so have you ever smoked? No. I'm like, Mom, you smoked for 30 years. Come on. Like it's just like, I mean, I'm sure people can relate with their parents. It's like, what are you doing? Like, we have to go with our parents because they're just going to sit there and they're like, I don't know. But yeah, and that's a whole other topic.
Whole another thing. But, I feel like my mom is happy for us. She wants us to be healthy, but she doesn't understand it at all. I mean, you can't, I don't try to explain it to her anymore. I
that
just let
old
it
school. Be. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. She's
so
nervous.
let's talk about your sister, the one that kind of propelled everything, right?
Yeah.
So how did she find the Zepbound? Like, what was her story like? Like, when did she start doing that, right?
Well, she drives a school bus.
Okay.
But she also is a hairdresser. She was a hairdresser, but she does that on the side for all of us. Mm-hmm. And she has awesome insurance. And everybody there has been going on it. And she's noticing people losing weight. And she's like, Zepbound? She's like, oh my gosh. And just overnight, she talked to her doctor. And her doctor was kind of a guy doctor, was a little off. But he did help her. And he's really, like, her blood work is better. And then she went on it. So people, they all see each other there and they're like, you're doing great. You're doing great. Like, it's just like and some of them still aren't on it. And they're like, I walked by you and I didn't even recognize you. She gets that. And she's like, it's so crazy. She said, I would have never, she just said to me the other day, because she would say, you're just fat and just deal with it. That's how you're going to be. That's what she used to say. Who
said that? Oh, she used to say that. Okay.
She used to say that. She was over 300, definitely somewhere in there. And so now she says, I can't believe I ever said that to you. That's not what I really feel. I just was done, and I gave up. And I said, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
you know? So
It-
she's happy. She's like a totally different person. She's like the Robin I used to know. We have already gotten close before this was going on because she helped me through a lot of things. And we are closer than we've ever been right now. Just because she wouldn't even she didn't want to have friends or anything. I think she just was so shut down, you know?
And
You
you know,
don't realize.
I love that you say that because it is. It's a vulnerable human state where we're struggling. She was struggling and she
Right,
knew that there was something there, but she was just like, this is just what it is. And she's projecting,
right,
right? And then when she gets treatment and realizes, oh my God, this is true. Like this is a disease, that this is something that I'm like, it changes you, right?
right,
And you
right.
get a little deep and then you hopefully say something that's genuine like that and you can bring you closer, but it sometimes takes a little bit of that, like of understanding this isn't
Yes.
this is more to life than just eating too much and being fat forever. And I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, she went through a three big medical thing with her husband, and he had a bypass surgery. It was huge, and he's recovering now. And so she's been out walking with him. They just went on a little vacation this weekend, and she's just that's been traumatic for her. She said, but you know what? I held myself together. I really think this would have been really rough if I was in that state before and I wasn't doing well. I
Yeah.
gained more weight. Like I would have gained more weight. And I said, yeah. So you think of things like that, you
Yeah.
know, but
So so she was the catalyst, you were saying, for your family, right? Or for you.
yeah,
So what
yes,
would she
me
tell
definitely.
you? Like, what did she express to you that started you to get on? Like, I know we talked about this. You got on because of her and Wegovy, but what were the things that she helped you with, or what would she say that motivated you or helped you
Well,
do this?
I had the problem with my insurance and I was like, I don't know if I can do this. And she's like, well, see what you can do. So she's like, you need to try. And so she said, once you get on it, you're going to figure it out and we'll see if we can figure out something more for you. And she's trying to help me with that now. But I think definitely for my health. And, she's like, just because in the beginning you get a coupon that's a little cheaper. And, I did the first two were cheaper. And then I was like, I think that continues. And it didn't. But I was like, I've been working when I help my parents clean and take care of them, they give me money. So I've been putting that money away for that. And I get a bonus, so I'm putting that away. And it was the money. And I know a lot of people say that on there, but you know what? I'm hoping things will change eventually, but I'm hoping things will change even more with my insurance at work. She said, say something to them, tell them, so I got on the phone and I'm friends with the HR people because I do payroll. So I
Mhm.
got on with one of the girls. Why didn't you talk about this? Because we go to Vegas area. In Vegas when I said, I wasn't thinking about it then. And,
Right.
she said, because there's a lot of people asking about it. I'll put you down that you're asking too. And we're hoping that happens. And so
Yeah.
here's hope that it'll be better for me. But, she's like, don't worry about, and we believe in, God and stuff. God will help you. I said, but financially, I don't know how. That doesn't always work great.
Right. Right.
But I definitely feel like she just keeps reminding me, and even just like you say, just the little goals. Like I've lost 20, and I feel the scale moving a lot. Just last week, I got to the 18 to the 20. So those things,
That's
and
so
just seeing
cool.
her, she's buying dresses. She she got to wear a dress for her son's graduation, and she looks so pretty.
Aw.
And I just can't even tell you how many things she says that I just don't think about, and I just she's enjoying shopping, I enjoy that too. But
I love that you guys have each other through this.
yeah,
That is
very
awesome.
lucky. Hmm.
So with those 20 pounds, man, so how did you feel? So if someone's on in this watching us and they're starting Wegovy specifically, what was your first, couple months like? What was your first week like? How did you feel on it?
I was excited. I could feel it pretty much. My sister said that too when I did the first shot. I already felt different.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very like I just that's how I
Aware.
am.
You're aware of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I don't know what I'm doing half the time, but I'm aware. But
Yeah.
I walk in the room like, what am I doing?
Yeah,
But
same. I'll
yeah.
like this.
So
I'm like, where's my glasses?
yeah,
Where are they? Oh.
Me too.
Yeah, totally.
And you know what? It was funny. The dog's sitting there looking at me like, "What are we doing?" Like I don't
Yeah,
know.
why are you talking to the phone, Ma?
She hates the food, but
So did you feel
I
that satiation pretty
yeah,
quickly, or? Hmm.
and I felt like, it's funny. Like I don't really eat a lot of junk food anyway, and I don't go out to eat fast food a lot anyway. But I eat. I eat crackers. I've heard people talk about. I like to snack at night. Night is my worst time.
Hmm.
I could be. I feel like I'm walking in my sleep, eating. Right away, I could notice like I didn't want anything when I would go to bed. Like I was good. Right away, just snacking and eating constantly. It's hard because I work from home. This is where I sit, and
Okay.
I could just eat all day, and I try to every couple hours I'll grab like a yogurt or something. But I was just snacking all day long, and
Yeah.
sitting on my duff and go doing nothing, and you know, and I just feel like within that first 2 weeks, I already lost like 6 or 7 pounds. And I know what that is because I know in the beginning I've lost 10 pounds any diet.
Yeah.
But you know what? That gave me such a jump start because I
Yeah.
couldn't lose a pound. When I tell you I could not lose a pound, I could, and that's the problem. I would starve myself and not lose one
And you're like,
pound. Nothing.
and here
No.
you've lost this inflammation water, what have you, and you're like, I don't care. And that's the thing. People are like,
Right.
well, it was inflammation and water. I was like, and
And it's 6, 7 pounds. I don't care.
yeah,
Yeah.
my goodness.
Yeah.
Congratulations. And that just shows you, right? The
Right.
medication, how quickly it starts to do its thing internally,
Right.
right?
Right. It's amazing. And of course, I want it to happen overnight because I'm old, and I feel like
Sure.
I don't have much time left. No, I'm kidding, but I just,
I know what you mean. I know. You're like, let's get the
I'm,
ball rolling here. Come
yeah,
on.
it's just how I
Yeah.
am. But my sister I'll remind myself, it's okay, you're losing, and I do still have goals. I have not gotten into the gym like I've heard people talking about, and and my sister just went back in the gym. She was going, and she was doing great. And she just told me she got herself back in. She's been walking.
You should go
I
with
walk.
her.
Yeah, well, she lives a little bit,
Okay.
not far, but it's like a 15 minute or so,
Maybe 15 minutes, Dawn.
20 minutes. I know. I know.
Done.
I
Maybe
know.
just once a week, go with her and do
We
something
should do
at
that.
home. Do
We
something at
should.
home.
Yeah.
It'd be fun. You guys together once a week, and
Yeah. We need to do that because we could do that.
yeah. Well, when you do it, let me know.
Yeah, I will. I
Um,
definitely
so
will.
so someone that's in this chat that is worried about side effects, because we hear that a lot. In your experience, right? Because everybody's different. Tell us about if you had any, if you didn't, express that to people so they can get encouraged by you.
I didn't feel like, well, I guess a little bit because I got sick one time, and I
Mhm.
haven't been sick, and I can't tell you. And I was like really sick. And it's just
Mhm.
like one day, like one night or where it was. And I don't know if I ate too much that day. I feel like that maybe that what I couldn't tell you
Yeah.
because I was like, oh, great. And my sister's like, you're going to feel different. You're going to have things that are going to bother you that didn't. Maybe it's so for me, it was, I, I have indigestion problems. And she
Okay.
said, what are you taking? I said, really nothing now. And she says, take something.
There you
Get the doctor too. Yeah, she has the answer to everything. You go to her.
go.
And so I was like, yeah. So I got Prilosec and I've been taking that. But she said, get a prescription from the doctor. So I'm going to the doctor in a couple weeks. So I'll talk to her.
Yeah.
But and that did make the difference. Like, because you're forgetting, like you're eating completely different. You're on
Yeah.
this medication that is changing your system. There's something going on. So, I mean, and I think I had one more thing where I just felt really off for like a day in the beginning, but that's not abnormal, but I really felt funny.
Yeah.
And it's just the medicine getting in your system, I think,
Yeah.
kind of thing, but nothing like, God, my sister will send me all these side effects. Side effects. I can see my feet, like side effects,
I love her. I
cross
love
my
her.
legs. Yeah.
Is she on the Tiki Talkies one of these days, Dawn? She
Yes.
needs to come over. Well, she needs to join us,
She would love you.
and I want to talk with her, even if you two together.
Maybe she'll do that. She might. She's funny
I
that way, though.
I know,
She's like, I know.
but I would love to meet her. That's so awesome that she has that. So, speaking of side effects, what's the best side effect that you've had?
For me, definitely fitting in clothes more comfortably is such a
Mhm.
big thing, and buying a couple things a little smaller. I'm kind of getting jumping the gun, but like I still
Ew.
some of them aren't
Really?
bad. Yeah, they're not bad. Yeah, that's me. And that was huge. I love my clothes, and just feeling better about myself. Period.
Period.
My biggest goal is funny. I kind of wrote it a little bit one time. So for work, we travel once a year, and
Uh-huh.
we've been going to Vegas most of the time. Went to Florida once. So when we went on the plane, just I don't know how much time I have, but we went on a plane last year, and I hate walking down that aisle because, of course, I'm not in first freaking class.
Right.
So I'm going down the freaking aisle. Everybody's in there.
Your hips are a
I
bumping and all the things. Yeah.
and I got my shit. I got a lot. I'm a big packer, overpacker, and I'm just like dying getting down the aisle. And I never think about it till I'm almost there. I'm like, oh, this is gonna suck. And I got big hips to be. Like I'm walking down, and I'm like, sorry, 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 all the way down the freaking aisle. I'm getting close to my seat, and a guy, flight attendant, which I wanted to kill that day. You can't put your luggage back there. There's no more room. Like this is where our luggage go. What the? And I got really mad, and this girl sitting right there was like, it's okay, it's okay. And I'm like, I'm going to be on the news. So he's like, just stand over there and wait. I'm like, you mother. So my fat self, I will say, was standing there, embarrassed, pissed, upset. And I'm like, come on. And so these guys are sitting there, and it's like the door, and there's these big, tall guys sitting there with their legs. That's why they're sitting there.
Yeah.
And I'm standing there, like, trying to, and I'm like, sorry, I know you're trying to eat. And he goes, it's okay. Everybody's so nice.
Yeah.
So I have to go over and put my luggage, and there's people sitting everywhere. Two guys got up, not one, two got up and helped me. They had to see how upset I was, ready to cry.
Yeah.
So they helped me. I'm like, thank you so much. And I looked at the flight attendant, like, So I go to my seat. So later on, I went to the bathroom, and the girl sitting right there at that seat nearby, and her husband, she goes, I felt so sorry for you. That's ridiculous. He did that to you. I said, oh, I was almost going to be on like one of them videos on TikTok, like flipping the frick out, going off the plane. And she said, oh, I don't blame you. That was so rude how he said it and all, like not even right. And I said, well, Lisa, and then her husband, and she's like, my husband doesn't want to talk about it, but he agrees, and then the two guys over there, like, it's okay. I'm like,
That is so funny. Everybody's kibitzing.
yeah,
We're all talking. Okay.
yeah.
I love it.
So this is my goal this year. I can't wait to walk on. I hope we have our trip, which we should.
You're going to have a runway walk, girlfriend.
Yeah, I am. Yep, I am. I'm gonna just let my bag whap into everybody. Boom, boom. I don't care.
Hit him in the head. No.
Yeah, I don't care. I might even buy a first class seat to say frick it and be comfortable.
I love that. I love that you're doing that. I love your attitude. I think it's so great. So,
Yeah.
is there a moment in this adventure so far that you will never forget that you've experienced in these just few months? Mentally, whatever.
I really thought I couldn't think of it. I would be able to think of things. I just keep having little moments, but my biggest moment for me is my sister, and just having that feeling as the same thing she's having, where I'm excited about life and that my life is going to be good now. Not that it was horrible, but I definitely am looking forward to my future life and how I'm going to feel and do. And I just have to stop worrying about everybody else. I say I love helping people, but I got to take care of me, or I can't even help people.
That's right. Your oxygen mask on first.
Yeah. Yeah, the plane again. Freaking plane.
That darn
I
plane.
hate planes.
Oh, yeah. Forget it, AJ. Don't talk about it. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but today, how do you feel confident right now today? Like, what is your confidence level today? What do you find that you feel more confident in?
I feel like 75%, like I'm getting there. Like I think getting on here is like 100%, because I wouldn't, not that I don't like to talk, it's just getting in front of people. Like I feel like I look big. I keep trying to fix this camera, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's just the way I have it sitting so it doesn't move. But I just feel like even with work and everything I do have more confidence. I do see that. Like I'm really putting myself out there, you know?
I feel like,
So
especially like now that we realize like we're getting help for our disease, it's not
yeah,
necessarily our willpower or anything that we've done. It's just we need help. And it just makes you
yeah,
feel better, a little bit more confident about yourself, in my
yes, yes.
opinion. Yeah.
I think that seeing a lot of people in here, and even that, I can't remember the girl's name yesterday speaking, but listening to her talking, and, you know, a lot of times our confidence is so low on ourselves. And the things she was saying were amazing. And she was taking a minute getting to it, but she would get there. And I think that's amazing. Like I just can't shut up about it. She was saying that too. And
Yeah.
I want to tell everybody, you know, there's help.
Yeah.
And I see people and I just feel bad. Like I was at that funeral, and a couple girls I knew were there, and we weren't really talking about any of that, of course, but I thought they could get help, you know, and I didn't say anything, but
Yeah. So many times. I know all of us in the chat, we now look at people and not in a weird, bad,
no, but I know they're like
way, but I'm
me.
like, I want you to have this same hope and help as well.
Yeah,
I want you
yeah.
to have it.
This is an investment in my future, mentally, financially, physically, all an investment in my future. And I'll keep figuring it out. Like my sister has an idea for me to ask my doctor about help in getting more financial help with it.
Hmm.
So, you know, you just don't stop. Keep trying to keep with it. Don't give up. I hear people giving up. I mean, if you get sick, talk to hopefully your doctor's good. Find a good doctor. Find a good doctor. There's so many of them out there. You are not stuck. My one sister was stuck with this doctor for years, and she's finally going to, well, she says she's going to change. But, you know, I think for women, a lot of time, every woman's not great either, I know. But I think there's more of a connection with a woman doctor. Personally, don't don't just believe what this one doctor's telling you or this one person's telling you. Search a little more for yourself, you know.
Absolutely. So, what do you hope people listening today take away from your story? Anything that you want to share? If anything, what do you want them to take away from your story here today?
um there's so many things, but mostly this is for you. You're taking care of yourself. This is all about you. Be selfish. I know there's a lot of people who are givers and don't want to do anything for themselves because they're doing other. I mean, I'm helping my parents. You help your mom. I mean, they're my main focus, yeah. But I'm right above that where if I'm not good, what good am I going to be? You know, and I can see that it's just only going to get better for me the more I keep doing this. You know, and we. Who's going to take care of us? I know people that have kids and people that are moms. I've been there, and I didn't really take care of myself in the beginning with that either. And
Hmm.
you have to. It's important. It's really important. And even people without kids. I mean, you need to take care of yourself. Enjoy life. These people in here traveling and doing things, it's amazing.
Hmm.
Like you can do anything you want to do with you know, your confidence and willpower. Power.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I love it, Dawn. Anything else you want to say before we, wrap up? Anything that I didn't bring up? Anything you want to talk about?
Well, definitely. You know, for me, a big thing is getting counseling if you need it. I don't like to harp on that, but you know, some people have things, even with this helping you, there might be something. I feel like I'm thinking about more things lately too. Heard somebody say that the other day, and I said, yeah, you like, who knows? I could go back to counseling too. I just don't know, but I feel like don't let those things go either. The mental state is important just as much as the physical. It goes hand in hand.
Yeah,
So, you know,
I
make sure you're
agree.
taking care of that. Yeah.
When we get treated like this and we kind of work through our own mental issues when we are being treated and we're losing weight and we realize we have this, maybe when we stop eating certain things, kind of this, people have said like this kind of like breakup, like with food, and
Yeah.
then feel like how is my mental state shifting, and it kind of brings up a lot of things, right? Past issues, past traumas, because yes, this is a disease, but yes, a lot of the things that we've done in our lives and been through in our lives really have affected how we've gotten here as well.
Yes.
So I agree. I think that mental part of it is so incredibly important to heal and to work through. And if you need treatment and if you need therapy and if you need counseling, it's so incredibly important. It's part of this
Yes.
journey as well. Mhm.
Yes. I see people writing things too. I really feel like I just lost my thoughts. See how that happens? Um, I don't know. I just always think about that in my life. I've gone to counseling for each thing, my divorce, my and the thing that happened, my life. And I just wished I would have done something sooner. So don't even this, like I should have did it sooner, probably. Everybody says it, but you're doing it now.
Yeah.
So, do things now, like get your doctor's things done. Go see it, go get a doctor. Some people don't even have a doctor. Like go get one. Go see what they can do for you and make sure you're taking, because as you get older, I let myself go for years. I mean, since I was probably 40 or so, I really didn't do things anymore. So, I didn't do all the things I was supposed to be doing when I was 50. I'm doing them now.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Take action,
yeah,
right? Take the initiative,
yeah,
right? You're worth
definitely.
it now. You're worth it. Yeah,
Right, right.
absolutely. Well, Dawn, thank you so much for coming up here. I really enjoyed this today.
Oh, good. I did too. I
Yeah,
was
you're
wondering.
awesome.
Thank you. So are you.
Oh my goodness. And I can't wait to see how you go, how you do. My
Yeah.
goodness. If TikTok stays around, who knows? We'll be in each other's business 20 years from now.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be, how you doing,
All
AJ?
right. I'll be like, I don't know. No. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you so much. Anything else?
No, I think I've said it more than enough. My
Awesome.
plane story is my favorite thing. That's so
Yes,
fun.
I love it. Do you mind if I put this on YouTube for people to watch in
No,
long
no.
form?
Oh, jeez. No problem. You can do that.
Okay, awesome, Dawn. Well, thank you so much. I'll put you down in the chat, okay?
Okay, thank you. I'll
Okay.
see you. I got to head out, but love you
Okay.
guys. Thank
Thank
you
you,
for
Dawn.
everything. All
Thank
right.
you.
All
Bye.
right. Bye.
Wasn't that lovely, you guys? Isn't she sweet? Dawn. Yeah, thanks, guys. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for watching. That was awesome. That was so fun. I love hearing people's stories. It's so awesome. So if anybody's in this chat, I know, right, Mush? If anybody's in this chat that